मात पिता तुम मेरे प्रभु मेरे गुरु, जो है और जो है नहीं, सब कुछ तुम हो सद्गुरु.
Hi there, Ram Ram, Namaskaaram. Welcome to Himalayan Seeds. My name is Monita, and in this video, I'll be sharing with you my experience of the Inner Engineering program and its main component, the Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya, which are offered by the Isha Foundation. I'm extremely thrilled to be sharing my experience. For my 40th, I decided to do YouTube videos, and one of the reasons was so I could share my Isha journey. And to share this with you on my birthday, it's a moment of celebration for me. So let's dive into it. I participated in the Inner Engineering program in January 2018 in Sydney, Australia. Although the program is designed by Sadhguru, the one I attended was entirely facilitated by the Isha volunteers over 4 days. I won't be sharing the actual content of the program. That is something for people to experience for themselves at a time when they are ready for it. However, the definition of inner engineering on Isha website is that it is a technology for well-being derived from the science of yoga. I'll share the official link to this program in the description box below. I will just say that I walked into the Inner Engineering program to learn yoga and meditation. So I thought. I walked out of the program never being the same person again. So I feel. And I think this encapsulates my experience of the program or what was being offered to me. The sheer dedication of Isha volunteers was something that struck me. But I also noticed there was a framed photo of Sadhguru at the front of the hall, and some participants were paying their obeisance to it and becoming emotional. I wondered what the hype was all about. As the program went on, I witnessed so many changes taking place within me. And on the final day of the program, we were initiated into this process called the Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya, a 21-minute process that we are encouraged to practice on a daily basis. By the end of the program, I could not stop myself but join the queue, which was much longer by now, to bow down to the master. After completing the program, I then realized what the hype was all about. Actually, we were bursting with gratitude for what he has offered to us, something that money could not buy and which was beyond happiness. In a matter of those 4 days, I witnessed myself changing from being, although happy and excited, but also curious and a little skeptical, to being blissed out and almost becoming devotional towards Sadhguru, all unintentional, unplanned. The popular saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, comes to mind. In fact, Sadhguru said, and I quote, "Do not go searching for a guru. When the pain of ignorance within you becomes a scream, a guru will come in search of you." I can relate myself to this. I have been a seeker. I always wanted to know about God, life, etc., etc. It wouldn't let me settle with the worldly comforts or find refuge in the holy books. I was constantly drawn towards something more. I wanted my own experience. But I wasn't searching for a personal guru per se. I wasn't guru shopping. I never thought that I'll have a guru, but my guru happened for me then and there. Initially, I felt a clash of emotions as I was drawn to Sadhguru with the same love I have for my father. How can he have the same place in my heart as my father, I thought. I went into the program thinking that Sadhguru was a yoga and meditation teacher or guru. And anyway, he wasn't physically present there, and he does not even know me. Thus, I was resisting the spiritual connection and was questioning my own emotions. But then it wasn't in my control. I was slowly taken over by a beautiful experience of the unknown. It's difficult to interpret, as if I've been embraced by the very core of the existence. It was overwhelming, yet subtle, powerful, yet gentle. And whilst I appeared so calm on the surface, can I reveal that inside a huge party was going on. That was my inner engineering experience. There's a beautiful song by Sounds of Isha. I can't sing, but I attempted to share a verse at the beginning of this video. It resonates with my experience that day. I'll share the link to the original song with translation in the description box below. Now, as for the Kriya, within a few days of practicing Shambhavi, my headaches and nose blockages minimized significantly and my breathing improved. Also, I didn't have the desire for coffee and caffeine dependency like before. Soon after being initiated into Shambhavi, I realized my temptation to have non-vegetarian had disappeared too, and becoming a vegetarian came naturally. These are some of the things that people could see on the surface, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. How do I explain the subtle shift that has been happening within me? Some meditators say that Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya practice has made them good at decision making, enhanced their attention span, made them calmer, and so forth. There's also scientific evidence that proves the benefits of practicing Shambhavi regularly, and it has transformed the lives of millions of people across the globe. I'll share the link in the description box. For me, it has been the turning point. Life has picked up momentum since I started this practice. I feel I have lived for 10 years in the last 4 years of my life since I was initiated into this Kriya. That's the level of activities that happened in my life. Little did I know back then that the engineering would happen in my life. Thus, Shambhavi is very sacred to me. However, some people's perception of spiritual practices such as inner engineering and Shambhavi is full of misconceptions. Doing this does not mean you'll quit your worldly lifestyle, leave your family, or stop having fun. It means you'll do whatever you need to do, but being more involved and conscious. That's my experience and that of the meditators I know. Also, please note that not everyone becomes a vegetarian or quits caffeine after being initiated into Shambhavi. I do have coffee or tea if I want to, but it's no longer an addiction or out of impulse. As for becoming a vegetarian, it was something I really aspired for, but couldn't quit completely prior to inner engineering. However, Shambhavi just made it so effortless for me, but I would say that each meditator is on their own journey, and so Shambhavi works differently for different people. If you are an Isha meditator, please feel free to share your journey and experience in the comments box below. Just to clarify, this Kriya is not a religion or a philosophy. It's an ancient life-enhancing practice that people could utilize for their well-being. As said by Sadhguru, this Kriya or practice is more like a consecration. Once you're consecrated, all you need to do is just keep the place clean on a daily basis and the rest will happen. There is so much more to share, but for now, I'll just say that being initiated into Shambhavi is one of the best things that has happened to me. I feel very fortunate and blessed to have had this opportunity. I'm very well aware of the benefits that I derive from the practice, and therefore I try my best to do this Kriya daily. I'm going to leave it at this. I'd rather let people have first-hand experience than sound like I'm marketing a product here. So if you are someone who has been thinking about inner engineering or contemplating whether this is the right thing for you or not, the only way to know is by giving it a go. Consider how much you will lose. Think how much you could gain. And when you finally decide to go for the inner engineering program, it does not matter whether you go as a skeptic or as a student, whether you join in person or get initiated online. Just participate with an open mind. Try not to go with your expectations and presumptions, I would say. I hope you do not deny yourself the opportunity that I gave to myself. And in Sadhguru's words, are you here to experience life or to think about it? The choice is yours to make. I hope you make a wise choice. Lastly, I'll end with a poem which I had written following my inner engineering, and it goes like this. कुछ अल्फाज हमारे शीशे पे ज़रा धूल पड़ी है, वरना ऐब तो हम में भी तमाम दिखेंगे। ये तो उसकी रहम हुई हम पे, कहाँ हम खुद को मिलने बैठे और कहाँ दीदार खुदा का कर डाला। वरना हाल यहाँ कुछ ऐसा है कि शीशे पे कब से धूल पड़ी है। A loose translation would be something like, the mirror is a bit dusty or else my many flaws would be visible. It is simply due to his mercy and compassion that though I sat down for a little peek into myself, he gave me a glimpse of the divine as well. Otherwise, the condition on this end is such, the mirror has been dusty since a very long time. That's all for now. If you've liked this video, please do share and subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments box below. Thank you for your time. Namaskaaram.